Well, it's a pleasure to say hello to Kalen DeLoach. He's one of the stars on the defensive side of Florida State, and coming back, and if I have it right, finish the climb. That was your mantra, is that right?
Yes, sir. You know, we want to come back and finish the climb. Yes, sir.
So give us a sense of that, because you got a good football team. You're a big part of it on the defensive side. In your mind, what is that goal, finish the climb?
You know, we just want to finish games, finish the season how we want to finish the season. You know, we got this set goal that we looking to reach to this year. You know, we want to continue to work every day to the goal because we know it's not going to be handed to us. So we just want to continue to put in the work and, you know, just do what we do.
What are your thoughts on the run defense from a year ago? Some good teams were able to, you know, accumulate yards. I know you've added certainly on that defensive line. How much better do you expect that part of the game to be?
I feel like, you know, our defensive line it's a whole bunch of people that you got to worry about, like across the board. No matter if it's the first string or the second string. We brought in some key guys that, you know, that's going to be able to, you know, stuff the run when we need them to, or like free up the linebackers. You know, they're going to take on double teams, but free up the linebackers to make plays, or even the secondary to make plays. So I feel like, you know, we're in a good position.
Kalen DeLoach, he's a linebacker for the Florida State Seminoles here at the ACC Kickoff on 1010XL 92.5 FM. A lot of Noles fans in Jacksonville. They're fired up for that big game. Yes, I know you probably thought about it and been asked about it 1,000 times. Let's make it 1,001. Yes. How big is that game for you and your teammates to go up against LSU?
I feel like it's just, we're going to look at it as a regular game. We're not going to hype it up too much. You know, we're just going to go in there with the mindset, like, you know, we got to play these boys. You know, we got to, we know we put our best foot forward each and every day, that we're going to be confident when it comes to that game.
As far as you and Tatum and your expanding relationship with Randy Shannon, what's that been about, and what are the expectations as far as you move forward this year?
Our linebacker room, especially, you know, Coach Shannon holds us to a high level of, like, accountability on and off the field. So I really appreciate him, and then all the knowledge that he pours into the linebacker room. He gives us gems each and every day, and, you know, we don't take it for granted. And, you know, me and Tatum, you know, that's just a duo that, like, as soon as he stepped on campus, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be one that I've been needing this. Like, you know, I've been needing somebody to, you know, push me, and he been needing somebody to push him. So I feel like that brotherhood is just one of a kind.
We're talking Kalen DeLoach. When you think of just how deep this football team is, and I would think over the course of the time that you've been there, Mike Norvell has just slowly built this bad boy. I mean, do you look around now and go, gosh, man, we didn't have any depth like this a couple years ago?
Yes, sir. You know, like, from our freshman year to now, it's like, wow. Like, I never thought of, like, this that will be where we at right now. You know, just continue to see, like, Coach Norvell, he brought in a lot of key pieces throughout his whole time here. It's like, I could, like, this guy knows what he's doing, so it's like I'm going to buy into what he has to say and what he has to do, because there has been results.
When you wrapped up spring ball, one of the major criticisms with Florida State, really over the last 10 years, has been the offensive line. What did you see? And there's plenty of depth there now, apparently. Yeah. What did you see out of that group during spring practice?
I seen a group that was willing to work. You know, willing. They knew that they had to get better, and I feel like they embraced the work. You know, they wanted to push each other each and every day. You see them after practice trying to get extra work, or like just so make sure they're on the same communication page. And even on the back end, like they working with you see all the older guys working with the younger guys, trying to make sure, you know, they know what they're doing, because you never know. It's a long season, so you may never know who you may need.
Couple more for Kalen DeLoach, FSU linebacker. Jordan Travis sat with us earlier, and he said he put 15 pounds on.
Oh, yes, sir.
So give us a sense of just how hard he is to defend, and now that added element.
Oh, yes, sir. You know, Jordan, his feet special. You know, he's able to extend plays on the run that most quarterbacks in the league that can't do. And I feel like you face a running quarterback is definitely, like, that's another threat that you got to account for. And just him adding weight is going to definitely be a surprise to people, because he does look bigger. He definitely put on those 15 pounds, and you can definitely tell.
Last one for you. Senior leadership. The expectations, again, are nuts. Do you embrace that? Do you talk to some of the younger guys like, whoa? I mean, there's a lot of football ahead, obviously, an entire season. But how do you handle the preseason success compared to what you saw when you got here 5 years ago?
You know, I try not to focus on too much of that. You know, I'm more of a guy who likes to, you know, go to the work. I like to be confident in the work. I'm going to trust in the work regardless. And, you know, you got young guys who come into the program as a leader, like older guy, you got to teach them the standard of the way we operate and the way we do things, because, you know, coming out of high school, you don't know too much. So I feel like being that older head and somebody who done been through the same thing they've been through, I could just drop the gems off to them like, your time coming.
Yeah.
Your time coming. Like, you might go through some things, but it's your time coming.
Thank you, Kalen.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Kalen DeLoach, one of the true leaders on this Florida State Seminole defense.